Well, hello everyone. Happy New Year. Happy 2026 to everyone. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season. And my name is Jen, in case you don't know. And of course, it's my channel, Jen's Gems and Vintage Finds. And Joe is here, but he's in the other room. And as if you know, if you are a subscriber to my channel, I usually do a haul video prior to my shows that are typically, of course, on Sundays at 2 o'clock Central, as well as Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Central. So if you're new here, welcome. And again, Happy New Year. 2026 is going to be a fabulous year for all of us. I really, truly believe that. If not, I am going to wish that on everyone to have a wonderful year. Out with the old, in with the new. Hello, my love of jewelry, and hello, my dear friend Leonore. How are all of you? Happy New Year. Yes, I got my little bling on today, sweater. I didn't go on last night because, again, I've been busy. Yes, Joe and I did take a month off. Hello, Craig Wolf. How are you? Good to meet you. I think you're new here. Everybody welcome Craig. And my love of jewelry. I think you might be new as well. If you guys are new here, what I do at my channel is I do a live haul prior to my sales, which occur on Sunday at 2, excuse me, tomorrow. Well, today's what, Thursday? I can't remember what day it is. It's holidays always get me off on the calendars. And then like everybody's kind of like messed up what day of the week it is. Anyway, it'd be this Sunday the 4th at 2 p.m. Central, as well as Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central. So, oh, Stacy, of course I should know you, Stacy. I know everybody's got these channel. You guys had to go to like numbers and letters and things like that. So some people I do recognize, and some of course I don't. So how you doing, Stacy? I'm sorry, I totally missed you. Of course you're not new. Hi, Happy Ducky. Yeah, so this is what I do. I kind of come on and show you guys. I have an interactive show, if you want to call it a show. I'm not selling anything today. I'm just going to show you how what my lineup is. And to be quite frank with you, for those of you who don't know, Joe and I did take a month off after our show on, I think it was December 3rd, 2nd last month. So we had a wonderful holiday. I hope each of you had a wonderful holiday season. I hope, again, you had time with your family and friends. And, I know that it's a new year, so I'm all energized to get back into the swing of things. Again, if you are new here, let me kind of go over what I do. So this is a live interactive haul. I'm going to show you just a preview of the things that I'm going to be having coming up on the next couple shows. I have been busy. Over the course of the last month finding new treasures for all of you. At least 5 trays. If you haven't been seeing me in chats, I did find 120 pairs of sterling earrings that I've got 80 of them completed. I still got another 40 to go. But in conjunction with that, I've been finding wonderful pieces such as coral and gold and things like that. So, hi, White Feather. How you doing? Yes. It said 112 minutes ago. No, I just started. So this is what I do. I don't have a time where I come on and have a specific time to show you what video. Some sellers do pre-recorded videos. I like to do interactive with all of you just because I like to talk a lot, and then sometimes hard for me to do editing, quite honestly. That's the way I roll. So what's going on? So you're not feeling better? You feel better? Oh, you're not feeling sick? Oh, well, if you're sick, Happy Ducky, I'm sorry that you're sick. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Everybody, Happy New Year. I got the good sun from last night, but I didn't. Of course, I put this on today. But anyway, let's get started. So again, this is just a haul video. So if you're new to my channel, let me explain how I do things here. Every channel does something different. I'm going to explain the rules of the road at this channel. The only 2 things I have, well, actually 3. Hopefully you're registered with me. If you haven't registered, I pinned my email to the top of the chat, jensgemsfinds@gmail.com. I'm just asking for the basic information from you. I do all my billing through PayPal. Since I do 2 live shows a week, which are Sundays and Tuesdays, I do all my invoicing 1 time a week, which will be coming on Wednesday morning. For everything you purchase from Sunday and Tuesday, we combine them all in one invoice. You'll get that come Wednesday morning. And what I do right now is I'm showing you the things that will come up for on the auction block tomorrow, or actually on Sunday. Okay. If not Sunday, it'd be Tuesday. The only thing I have at my channel is that I do first come, first serve. So the only thing I do as far as a rule is that if it's something new, it goes up on the auction block first. And this is like a little kind of like if you went to an auction house, there's like they'll give you pictures or catalog of things that'll be coming up on the auction. And that way you know what's coming. And then if you have questions about it, if you have any measurement issues or things like that you want to ask me, I will always provide you what the starting bid of the item will be. Okay. I'm very clear and transparent. I have everything marked, and I have the way I do that. I've already cleaned everything. Everything's got little notes on it. I've already have everything ready to go. There's no, I have to go searching for it or anything like that. So, hi Deborah, how are you doing? Hello, Catherine, how are you? If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this again. I've been real rusty. I got to get back into this whole one thing. I've been off for a month, so I'm doing this by myself. Normally, Joe's telling me who's coming in, so when we do our sale. And then, of course, Leonor, everybody give a shout out to Leonor. She's my mod. She kind of comes in and shares channels. So if I have any sellers that come on in, she knows how to share channels for everybody. So please, and give her a thank you and wish her a Happy New Year. All right, getting back on track. So what I do is that I give you guys kind of a preview of what's coming up. You can send me an email any time between now and Sunday and say, Jenny, what is the starting bid on this item? Send me a screenshot or a description of something. And that way I will tell you what the starting bid. If you cannot physically be here Sunday, Tuesday, when I have my live sale, you can always leave me a silent high bid for that item. So for example, let me give you an example. If I start an item, I'm going to tell you the starting bid of the item is $50 and you can't physically be here to bid in a live auction, you can leave me a silent high bid for that item. So if you say, Jenny, I like that item starting at 50 and your high bid is 80, I will do it increments, just like if you're in the regular feed of the chat, up to that high bid for you. And I will tell everybody in the chat, say, I have a silent bid, high bid for this item. They cannot be here, blah, blah, blah. And so everybody's aware that there's a silent bidder, there's a reserve bid, okay? That way, you get an opportunity to bid on the item. I don't have any type of membership plans of my channel. I don't have anything like that. So everything that you see here is basically first come, first serve. And if you can't physically be here, there's a way you can still bid on the items, okay? Hi, Jean. How are you? How you doing? Hello, Amy. How are you? Good to see you. So hopefully that makes sense. It's very simple. I try to keep things very simple at the channel. Anyway, I like to answer questions. So anyway, I try to make things very easy, very straightforward. When we do our invoicing, again, like I said, we invoice one time a week on Wednesday mornings. So anything you buy on Sunday and Tuesday combined together on one invoice will be then invoice comes Wednesday morning. We like to have payment within 24 hours, hopefully by 48. You guys have been really, really good about paying the bills. I appreciate that very much. We do all our billing through PayPal. You don't have to use PayPal for payment, but you can use your credit card. That's our form we use the payment method through. Okay. Again, along the way, if there's any questions, please ask. Again, this is just what I call fun time interactive, like we're having a chat. You guys are at my house in person having fun. Anything that you're possibly seeing behind me on my set, I will tell you this for all my new people watching. These are pieces on my set that I've previously shown, okay? So you can watch my previous videos of my shows. And since these have been shown before, and if there's something that catches your eye or something you have a question on, you can send me an email about it and I will tell you about it. And because these pieces have been shown, you can claim those anytime, okay? Or if you don't see it on set, I do show gold, I do show rings, I do show things. Anything that you've seen on my previous shows, you can always send me an email, Jenny, do you have X, Y, and Z? Yes, I do. Okay. And I'll say, yes, I do. Do you like this? Yes. Since I've shown it, boom, I will put it aside for you. And I will save that for Wednesday to be invoiced. It's really, really simple. The only rule here is that all these are the new pieces. So the new pieces haven't been seen by everybody. So I always want to make sure that everybody's clear and clairvoyant about that so that basically everybody has a fair shot. Okay? All right. Let's rock and roll because Again, I only picked one tray just to show you a few things. Again, this is just a few because I only like to be on. It's not a sale today. It's just kind of a little tidbit of excitement and basically to show you kind of a parameters of what I'm going to have. There's going to be more. Again, there's if you're looking for earrings, I've got 80 pairs of earrings over there. I've got other things. I've got 5 trays over there. I've been off for a month, so I've been busy. So anyway, let's rock and roll. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I only got 5 thumbs up and 25 of you guys in here. Okay. I just went over, I think I'm close to 1,100 subscribers. I'm very happy about that. If you guys can share my channel out to your friends and family, that would be awesome. I've never said at my channel when I started my channel that I was a numbers person. But I do, of course, analytics are analytics, right, guys? So again, the more that you guys share and more happy with your products and the things you get from me, I'm very, very happy to hear and spread the word about the channel. One, I have to give a personal shout out to somebody who is in the chat right now, and her name is Amy, if you heard me, and that's Hello Jewelry Friends. She is a wonderful lady. She's actually works at a library, and she actually gives shout outs to my channel and other sellers channel, and she's very much a supporter of small business owners. So Amy, thank you so much for doing that and continuing to do that. I think it's important that we do share our wonderful friendships with other YouTube sellers. There's other channels out in the community, and that's why I'm just one of many thousand people, I'm sure, on this platform, but I do appreciate the support, and so does Joe. So, all right. Don't blush, Amy. You know what you do. I've had discussions about that. Okay, so we're gonna get this off to the rolling. So hit the thumbs up. Again, I need 13. There's 25 of you all here watching. Please hit the thumbs up. I've only got 12. So please hit that little thumbs up icon at the bottom right there. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that bell icon. Tap that little bell icon. Make sure you're in live chat too. And then make sure hit all notifications, because then you'll get notified when I do these pop-up things too. So, and that's what I do. I just kind of pop up, and I knew that I wanted to get on here this afternoon prior to everybody doing sales tonight. So this is what I usually do. So, all right, here we go. Again, I'm kind of rusty here, so I'm going to have to move some things around and get back to what I need to do. So I'm going to take a month off from having, which we enjoyed. Joe and I really did enjoy our time off, and we missed all of you. So I hope all of you again had a wonderful holiday season, and 2026 is going to be a fabulous year, because I'm a firm believer of positivity and love and kindness to everybody. So hopefully everybody's going to have that a wonderful 2026. Okay. This was on my, I guess, little picture for me doing my live haul today. This is, if you followed me, I went and visited a fellow YouTube seller named Leslie at Black Dog Vintage, and she lives in Detroit. So we went to an estate sale, and when I visited her, we came on one night and showed what we got at the estate sale. And this is one of the pieces that I got at the estate sale. This is a beautiful Taxco Eagle Mark III sterling silver bracelet with, in the center, is a synthetic color change sapphire. So what does that mean, Jenny? Tell me what that means. That means that this stone in the center has the same hardness, like you guys are familiar with sapphire, and sapphire actually can be all different colors, but this particular stone can change color depending on what lighting you're in. So right now, if you're probably looking at the screen, you're probably seeing it in like a bluish purple. Okay. And this would be like daylight. Okay. And because I have the fluorescent lights I'm in. Okay. And this is all sterling silver. It does have the size of this is 7 1/4 on the cone. It is hinged. There's all links here. And if it comes around, you'll see the markings on the back right here. All right. And you'll see the Eagle Mark III. It is signed FDH 925 on the inside. Okay. Has a safety chain, slot clasp. And what's fascinating about this, like this stone, it's a lot of times, this is not kind of unusual for Taxco to use this gemstone. A lot of times they'll use amethyst, they'll use calcite, they'll use onyx, sodalite. So to have a faceted gemstone in Taxco is kind of unusual. Okay, and let me put this back on the stand. When you put a light source, which is what we call this, a black light. If you guys haven't seen what this is what a black light is. And you would put the light on it. Let's see if I can do this for you. Well, right there. Hi, Roddy. Hi, Van. How are you? If I'm missing anybody, I apologize. I'm trying to get into school things. So when you put the light on it, this, and now it's probably fighting against my set lights. Let's see if I can turn this off. You take this out in the sun, this will turn red. See? So it goes from purple to red. And this is synthetic sapphire. So alexandrite, if you guys ever heard of another gemstone that does that, is alexandrite. This in particular is sapphire, okay? This is grown in a laboratory, and then they faster in the stone, and they cut the stone, and it gives it this brilliant, beautiful scintillate, or, sparkle to the stone. So very, very beautiful, beautiful bracelet, and old. So this dates from anywhere from 1948 to 1978 with that Eagle Mark III. So really, really beautiful bracelet, sterling silver, 40 grams, a little over 40 grams on this bracelet. Okay. All right. Hi, Susan. How are you? How's everybody's doing? Yeah, well, when Leslie and I were at the estate sale, we were kind of just, we kind of were deciding who was going to get what. And this was the one I actually got. And so we we're kind of doing some negotiating who was going to get what. So I ended up with the text. She got some other things, and I got that. All right, here we go. If you guys have been following the markets, hopefully you have, but needless to say, gold and silver prices have been sky high. However, I'm still finding out in the wild some gold pieces. What are you looking at here? This is 14 karat yellow gold. It has a 14 karat gold clasp. This is chalcedony, blue chalcedony, faceted necklace. This is 18 inches long, and it has 14 karat gold spacer beads. Beautiful, beautiful necklace. So I just love it. Chalcedony's in the agate family, and it's more of an aqua color. It's kind of an unusual color, chalcedony. Chalcedony can be in different colors, of course, but most people are familiar with more of a medium blue. This is more of an aqua color. So, it's still a beautiful necklace, and it can be worn every day. So this is what I do. I just show things. When you guys can send me an email at jensgemsfinds@gmail.com. Let me know if you're interested in any of these pieces. I will give you starting bids so you know what they are as far as prices are concerned. Now, when I visited Leslie in Detroit, we also went to a flea market, outdoor. It was indoors, but we visited this one vendor she knew, and I was able to find some gold pieces at this vendor's table. And this is 10 karat gold, and it has citrine, peridot, blue topaz, amethyst, and garnet with diamond accent. Beautiful pendant. There's the back. This was dirty. When I found it, it was dirty, but I sure knew what it was. So if this doesn't bring sunshine and joy when you look at the stones, I don't know. I thought of spring. I know that's a new year. It just gives you a happy feeling when I saw the colors of the gemstones and the pendant. So that will be up for sale. Hi, Craig. Did we miss you? You left and come back? Oh, how many inches was the necklace, Ronnie? It was 18 inches on the chalcedony. This was another piece. Now these are earrings. I'm showing you gold because some people have been asking me, Jenny, have you been finding gold? I've been looking specifically just for gold strict pieces, which I do have next. I'll show you in a second. But along the way, I do find gemstones. Look at these. These are hexagonal cut. So they're actually not hexagon. Are they on to pentagon? Pentagon. I'm sorry, I can't count sides. 5-sided pentagon cut. And then you have the diamond accents going around it. Isn't these beautiful? I mean, beautiful amethyst earrings. These are the birthstone for February. Hello, my dear friend Tanya. Happy New Year. Enjoying your new year? These are 10 karat rose gold. So also very pretty, romantic, kind of rose gold with, I love the, look at those. You can see it. They're pentagon shaped. Very, very pretty. 10 karat rose gold. 5.23 grams on that. Okay. All right. Moving on. When will be the next sale? My next sale will be this Sunday, January 4th at 2 p.m. Central. I come on right before Tanya does on Sunday. So for those of you who don't know, my jewelry addiction, she comes on. I think you're doing, of course, doing your weekly sale on Sunday. She comes. She's on the West Coast. I'm on Central Time in Florida. But I usually do a 3-hour show on Sunday, and then I do a 5-hour show, if not longer, sometimes on Tuesdays. So, but these are 14 karat yellow gold, very beautiful, just very straight bar earrings. 14 karat yellow gold. These are beautiful. You can wear them with everything. Okay. You're welcome. You had lunch with your granddaughters. Oh. All right, let's see. And again, for those of you who are watching this or who are new, I do love work. Lurkers are always welcome as long as you're respectful. That's all I care. I carry pretty much a mixture of things. I don't typically just stick with one genre of jewelry. I kind of follow usually sterling to gold to costume. But I try to have something for everybody and everybody's budget. So even though I'm showing you gold pieces before, which would be probably, of course, higher price, I also can show things that are anywhere from usually under $10 up to hundreds of dollars. So don't feel that, for anything that I think I'm only sticking with one price point for everybody who comes. I try to have something for everyone. Okay. All right, so here we go. This is beautiful. This is, I believe this to be, well, it does not have a signature on the back of it. It just says sterling in script, very typically known for either Navajo, possibly Zuni. Zunis are usually hand etched, but not always. But this is beautiful. Look at the turquoise in this. Turquoise, black onyx, and coral. And it's a pin pendant. Now, I just have it on a wire. I think this looks really sleek like this. I have it on a wire. The wire is 17 inches long. Hi, Bruce. How are you? Good to see you. And then this is a pin pendant. So let me show you how this works. If I can get this close. Hold on. There you go. So you'll see sterling, kind of a script letter. And then the bar pin is going this way, but it's like a hook. Let's see if we can. There you go. You guys can see it just hooks on the chain. But, I think it just looks really sleek. So you can wear, there's a multiple, that's very, very typical. Sometimes you'll find pin backs on pendants. I loved inlay. Inlay is I love inlay. I think inlay, there's a lot of labor that takes, how many stones they probably had to break to get the right fit for these. Okay. And so for me, I love inlay. It's smooth. Nothing get caught on. And then you have these different, look at let me see if let me use my camera. For those of you who don't know, I use a mouse camera, so I'm trying to do this so you guys can see things. So it might look a little blurry once I try to get things zoomed in. But you see there's different types of, let me get my little pointer here. See, it takes me a while to get back in the swing of things after a month. So like you got this turquoise, different colors of turquoise, different matrix of turquoise, all individually hand inlaid in there. Hi, Deb. How are you? Good to see you. Happy New Year to everybody. All right. And again, this is just a preview of what will be coming up for Sunday's show. You can always send me an email. I will give you price points on things if you're interested. Now, I did go through my personal jewelry collection. I'm willing to let one of my own personal pieces go. Let me unzoom this a little bit. This is beautiful. I don't, I do have a lot of pieces. I just don't wear everything anymore. I'm blessed to have a lot of jewelry, but I'm also thinking if I don't wear it, I want to share it with all of you. This is Crazy Lace Agate. And actually, they call it Laguna Crazy Lace Agate. So this is really unusual. I know some of you haven't, like, what does that mean, Jenny? You see how it kind of looks like almost like the topography or flying over the Grand Canyon or something, and you see all this matrix. And then at the bottom, there's this particular specimen has the crystallization of quartz in here. All bezel set, has a little detail of the bail here. I have it on a 19.5-inch long, nice thick rope chain. Okay. And here's the back. So I've had this for a while. Again, I don't wear it as much as I wanted to. I don't know if Linda watches this. Linda, if she's watching, she was asking me about this, if I ever sold it. So when I don't know if she's here, but when she does watch the video, she knows I'm going to be selling it. So it's here. I had it on my neck one day at doing one of these, and she's like, if you ever sell that, let me know. I'm like, okay, well, but I got to offer it to everybody. That's the way I rock and roll. Right? All right. If you're not also familiar with coral, I try to find as much coral as I can. This also came out of my personal collection. Okay. Now this is dyed coral. How do I know this is dyed coral? Well, if you look at it, you'll see the colors are not all the same. There's different saturations of color. You see right there, or some of it didn't take into the coral, but this is natural coral because you're getting the little indentations of the growth marks. This is a magnetic clasp, which makes it real easy. If you have slides or excuse me, like a slide pendant you wanted to put on, as long as it gets over this, it's like a torsade necklace. And look at the color. You wear it with a white t-shirt, simple dressy. If you want to add a pendant on, you could do that. It's 17.5 inches long and triple strands of coral. Okay. So they're not harvesting this anymore. Even if it's dyed, they're still not harvesting it anymore. So I always tell everybody, get your abalone, get your coral, get your, what else am I talking about? I got my head back into everybody. Basically One Source Gems, Larimar, Tanzanite, things like that, chrome dioxide, anything like that. I would suggest you kind of get out there and find some if you find something you like. Okay. Hi, Laura. How are you? Good to see you. All right. So I did mention that I do find costume jewelry as well. And this is a simple pink rhinestone inline bracelet, but I liked it because to me it had this vintage sterling box clasp. 7.5 inches long, which is nice. Sometimes I have ladies ask me, I need a longer length. But prong set, pink rhinestone, So just again, this is just a simple way of my showing you what I've got coming up. I'm gonna keep rolling here. All right, I'm gonna show you something that rocked my socks off. And that doesn't typically happen a lot because I've seen a lot of jewelry in 26 years. But when I found this out in the wild, I was very happy to find it. Let me get a cloth here. Hold on a minute. Before I show this to you guys. All right. Ready to see this? This does not happen too often when Jenny can find stuff like this. If I can get this down here. I'm sorry about my fingerprint. Look at this. Look at the citrine. That's citrine. Almost 100 carat stone. One single stone of citrine. Let me zoom this in. You can see this. Look at that. And look at the faceting. Very unique way of faceting this pair. And look at the color. My guess and this would be my educated guess, this is the natural color of this stone. Now, citrine can be all different variations of color, from even paler to than this, all the way up to what we call Madeira citrine, which is almost like an orange, so almost bordering on orange color. Um, this is gorgeous. This. Let me show you this. Let me get my ruler. Look at this. Sterling silver. It's instead of sterling silver. Okay, look at that. The stone itself is about a 1 5/8. Technically, if you want it from, because I also measure in millimeters, this is about approximately 39.3 by 25.9 millimeters. It's 95 1/4 carats. Almost 100 carat gemstone you're looking at right here. 95 carat gemstone of citrine. This is absolutely amazing. Let me unzoom this so you get the whole kind of effect of this. You know, look at that. And I put this on because this is heavy. I mean, this is only on my hand. Look at that. Okay. I put this on. I love these chains, by the way. If you guys find these chains, they're like a rounded snake, but they handle the weight. They're not those thin snakes where they get bent a lot. This is something that you can wear. It holds the weight. The chain is, what did I say the chain is? Chain is 23.5 inches long on the chain. So I have it on a longer chain. So I figured that if you were wearing a blouse or a turtleneck or something like that, and this is just the focal point. I do sell things without chains. Some people, rather not have the chain. So I do have it priced accordingly if you're interested in just the pendant. But I realize that this is almost 100 carat gemstone of citrine. Okay. 1 solitaire. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. But I was very proud to find that. All right. Let's see. What else can I show you? I do find, now for again, costume. This is 36 inches long. Continuous beads. Now these are black with faceted, almost with gunmetal faceted. And then you have these brown beads. I thought at first when I picked this up that these will be smoky quartz. They are not. They're glass. But if you like long, dramatic necklace, actually, I think it might be longer than that. Hold on a minute. Let me see. So it's 36 one length. So would that be technically 72? Right. Because it's 36, more just 36 inches long. I guess 36. I guess, well, it's long. So there you go. Beautiful necklace like that. Okay. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, everybody. I've got 28 of you all here and 22 thumbs up. I appreciate all of you being here. And I did pick up a trinket box at the estate sale with Leslie. And this is it. Anybody likes frogs? It's got hand painted trinket box. This is porcelain. This is signed Kelvin Chen, number 1821 in 2005. So if you please look up Kelvin Chen's work. And again, it opens up porcelain box. Frog motif. Nice snap. Okay. Sometimes I pick up some little trinkets here and there. Get something people like to collect, especially when anything's signed. Let's see. Again, I spoke about coral. Let's show you some coral. Thank you, White Feather. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a little bit. I hope all is well with you. Now this is beautiful. Again, this is dyed red coral. Dyed red coral. Now this is not sterling silver, but it has 3 strands of branch coral in here. And to be quite frank with you, I was at the estate sale and this lady collected coral. You're going to see in a second one other piece of a strand that I got. This one I bought was different because this is banded black onyx in the center. You don't typically find, you know, if it was a finished necklace, you wouldn't find, you know, they would just get continuing on like that. So they added a little bit of contrast with this black banded agate. Really, really pretty. This is 18 and a half inches long to 20 and a half. So, because it has that extender. So I like that. But she had other coral necklaces there, the branch ones, the real long ones, but some of the branches were broken. And then the other one she had was more shorter nugget ones, I guess. Or I would just say smaller branches that I didn't feel that everybody would like. This is what I love. This is what, if you want to know what I go looking for, this is what I talk about right here. And if you're new to my channel, I might sound like a broken record, but I'm going to tell you one more time as I tell it all. This is angel skin coral. These are beads. Beads always command a premium over everything else. So just keep that in mind. This is graduated with a 14 karat gold clasp. Now, this one is not knotted in between the beads still, but it's done with gold clasp. Beautiful angel skin coral. This is 16 and a half inches long. It is shorter. Okay. But again, coral is getting harder to find. So that being said, this is why I buy things that are going to be eventually, everybody's going to be looking for this. When things start getting scarce, of course, going to command a premium. So if you are interested in coral and you can wear a 16 and a half inches long, let me put this on my white book. I'll show you. Here, there, now white. Now you can see it. Now you can see the color. I've got black and white butts everywhere. I'm trying to move everything around. So beautiful coral. I mean, look at the polish of the beads. I mean, this is why I picked up what you're seeing here is that's a reflection of my ring light. It's just a phenomenal polish on the coral. It's just, you know, so you can tell that she took really good care of this, or she even hardly even wore it, because a lot of times when you have necklaces like this, such as organic gems, such as pearls, coral, if you wear a lot of perfume, hairspray, a lot of that will take this polish off and these will become dull, and there's no way really to go back and to revive it. So you can tell she either hardly wore it or she took very good care of it, one of the two, or she did both, probably that. So, but 14 karat gold clasp. Okay. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Good to see you. All right. I did find Carolyn Pollock. This is Relios Sodalite. So this is sterling silver. Sorry. Sterling silver. This goes from 17 and a half to 20 and a half. Beautiful sodalite. Might be too white. Let's see if I can do this here. This looks, can you imagine just wearing this with, again, with a white t-shirt or something? Or, you know, you could dress this up, dress this down. What I like about this is that it's, again, beads. You guys know I'm going to buy beads all day long, right? You guys know that about me if you haven't figured that out. But look at the spacer beads. I love the little, how they have little balls on there. And again, if you want to layer this, you could put another pendant above it. You could use it. I like to use the term framing at my channel, and people seem to understand what I'm talking about. You use this, you can wear it by itself, or if you wanted to put a simple necklace on the inside of near your collarbone or something like, because this has the extender, so you can make this longer and put something on top. So, all right. Buy the beads. That's right, Deborah. I do say that a lot. Buy the beads. Here's another one I got. I was on a bead kick. That's me not saying I'm going to show just beads, but look at this. I'm using this white bust, but look at this one. So this is something you don't find. I'll be honest with you. You just don't find rhodochrosite beads that often. And This was at the flea market when I was with Leslie. Okay. Um, I knew what they were. She wanted to, she's like, I could have bought those to make earrings and bracelet on. I'm like, no, 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 no. And the reason why I bought it, a couple of things, of course, they're rhodochrosite beads, but I bought, look, they're silk knotted. So one of the things when I look at beads, of course, to see, I love the matrix of the beads. Look at that. Some people call this the nickname for this is the bacon stone because it looks like bacon. But when you find hand knotting in between beads, it's also a sign of quality. It's very much they will not. That means this to the person who put this together decided to say, yes, we're going to make sure that these beads aren't going anywhere. And that's one thing. If you end up pulling this, because they are knotted, you're only going to lose one, right? If it ends up getting pulled apart, typically. Sterling silver clasp. This is long, actually longer than a normal length necklace. This is 21 1/4 inches. This is almost 420 carats of rhodochrosite. But look at this. They're gemmy. They're gemmy. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Hi, Tina. If I'm missing everybody, I'm by myself. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. Hi, Happy New Year to everybody. So this is just a preview of what's going to be coming up. Again, I've got lots and lots of stuff. So I've been busy for the last month. It was nice to be off. I feel refreshed and rejuvenated and positive. And again, I wanted to thank each one of you guys. I didn't come on. I should have probably done that over the Christmas holiday. I was traveling a lot. I was kind of just doing things back and forth. But I truly want to, Joe and I wanted to say thank you to each one of you guys for supporting the channel over the course of the last, I think we've been on here since July will have been 3 years. It'll be 3 years in July. I think we'll be on. I've been on YouTube. I can't remember the date, but I think that's what it is. Look at this. Beautiful glass necklace. Banded glass. Some people might refer this to tortoiseshell glass with the caps. Hi, Marilyn. How are you? Happy New Year. Does this have a clasp? I forgot if this one had a clasp. I don't think it has a clasp. No clasp, but it is 34 inches long. Vintage. Necklace. Glass. Okay. All right. Let's see. And then this is just, like I said, a preview. Let me show you. Let me pull up a couple other things. Hold on a second. Here, I'm gonna let you look at something around. I go pulling more of the stuff. Okay, here. This is Biwa Pearl. If anybody's looking for Biwa Pearl, this is on gold-filled wire. And then it has a little crystals in between for sparkle. I'm gonna bring over just a couple other things. Let me just take a look. Because I know some of you guys are looking for something specific. I literally have 5 trays here, guys. 5 trays. I just try to over the next I don't know if I can get to this next 2 days, but if you're looking for something, I probably have it here. I just haven't, I can't just spend all afternoon and go through everything. I just have so much here that I've been busy for the last month. So with that in mind, I've been trying to keep track of what's going on and going through the, everybody's thing. I did find this. Yeah, yes. And those of you who don't know a little bit about me, I worked in the jewelry industry for 26 years. I became a gemologist in 1994 with the GIA. And then I also worked in healthcare for previously up to last August. I was in the healthcare industry for 6 years, work in the emergency room and registration. And then as of August 8th, which would have been my dad's birthday, was my last day working. And I've now become a full-time reseller. So with my husband, Joe. So if you ever have a question or you want to send me something you have, if you have, hey, Jen, what is this? I'll try to give you my opinion based on photographs. Okay. Again, understand I don't have your piece in front of me. So I will try to help you though. But I'm very helpful to a lot of the people in the community here. If you haven't noticed, or if you haven't gone to a lot of the channels, I do try. I don't know everything. I've never claimed to know everything, but I also understand that I'm here to give some people some advice on how to take care of jewelry, what they're looking at, what to look for quality, and what they're looking for certain things. So just that's a little bit about myself. And so I try to be positive and share love and education with people. And again, I leave it up to all of you to do your own research on things. I can only guide you to the water, as Tanya would say, but lead them to the water, but you don't like drink. But I'm very humble when I try to be humble. I don't know it all, but at least I can tell you what I have seen and what my observations and working in the jewelry industry for almost 30 years taught me. So I have a different eye for things because I was the one on the receiving end of the counter when all the customers would come in with all their broken stuff. So I would see a lot of things. So you learn, right? All right, so here we go. This is why now typically I try to shy away from vermeil. Vermeil is 18 karat gold over sterling. However, this was something because it was hinged. This is a unique, almost like a buckle bracelet. This is made actually by Victoria Wick. She's on HSN, designer on HSN. These are CZs, but I liked it because of the detail. There's tapered baguettes, there are channel set, pave stones in here, and it gives you and this can go up to 7 3/4 on the cone. I just thought this was unusual. And mixed metals are going to be hot for 2026. So mixing gold, silver, everything together is going to be something to keep an eye on. So I'll just put that out there for you. Okay, this is something else. Oh, thank you, White Feather. I appreciate that very much. I try to. Okay, this came out of my personal collection. I'm willing to let it go. And for those of you who don't know what this is, I'm sure I'm going to tell you about it, but what this is camphor glass. Very, very popular in the 20s and 30s. This might be a little later made, maybe close to the 40s, but this is beautiful. This is in camphor glass, has this frosted appearance to it. You'll find them a lot with the Art Deco movement. Then you also have this black glass bead. And then you have the crystal cones there in between. At the top, you have a vintage sterling silver filigree clasp. This is 31 inches long. This was one of my personal necklaces. I don't wear it, but I did use it. And the only reason I'll be honest with you, the only reason I didn't typically wear it for me, because I have long hair. You guys I have it up a lot, but my hair would get kind of caught in the necklace a little bit. But if you have it up, it's a beautiful necklace. But I also would frame it with my Art Deco pieces there. I just never would reach for it too much. So I'm willing to let this one go. But it's a beautiful, beautiful necklace. Beautiful necklace. Hi, did I miss anybody? Yes. Yes, and I also was doing YouTube, doing one sale a week while I was working full-time at the hospital. So don't get me wrong on that. I was very busy. I'm still busy. You guys keep me busy. Let's see. Like I said, I have so much here, guys. I don't even know what to tell you. I wish I could show it all. I usually do about an hour of going through this just to give you guys an idea of what's going to be coming up. This is beautiful. I thought this was a very unique set. It's a stretch bracelet, but look at the glass. It has rosettes in it. Okay. And it has, I guess, swirl glass. And this is stretchy. And then it has the matching necklace. The necklace is 17 inches long, has a hook clasp, hand-blown glass beaded set. And the bracelet's 7 1/4 inches on the cone. And think spring, it's right around the corner. You can wear this all year long, but I thought, you wear this with white t-shirt. I'm always a white t-shirt kind of girl because I live in Florida. So I think if something you can just put on, go out and look like $1 million, that's my deal. So, oh, really? I didn't know that. The year of the horse. Who's the year of the horse here? I'm the year of the rat when I was born. And I just had a birthday, by the way, guys. If you don't know, my birthday was the 27th of December. So I had a nice birthday. So let's see. Let me just quickly zoom through this. If anybody's looking for a sterling silver beautiful necklace, kind of unusual for what I usually see, but this is beautiful. Sterling silver tubular bead and round. Well, they're somewhat round. They don't have the caps. All the kind of like squidge beads, but beautiful sterling silver necklace. Unusual because it's sitting in baggy, so it needs to come on unzoom. There we go. 32 inches long. Again, using for framing. You can put anything in the middle. If you got well, I don't know, you can put anything you want. It's a very beautiful chain that you could do anything you want. It's strung on wire. It has wire in between. Let me show you that. It has wire there. Okay, so found that. Let's see. I'm just gonna. I bought seed beads. Look at this. I thought this was really, really cool. This tells you what if you're new to my channel, what kind of things I bring. From gold, sterling, deco, to something like this. Look at the work. This is seed bead, glass seed bead, gold tone links. See if I can unzoom a little bit here. Sorry about that mess on my desk. Look at that. Isn't this phenomenal? I mean, can you imagine trying to put this together? I mean, if you were standing at a bench and trying to like, what would be the term crochet? Or, I mean, look at that. This is so, I don't know, but it's light. It's light. So you can wear this and isn't that cool? It gives you the illusion like of a big heavy gold chain, but it's like it's made out of glass seed beads. Look at that. It's phenomenal. Okay. It's 36 inches. Well, here, actually, I have this one. So look at this. Two different chains. Let me put this back up. So I had this, and this is another necklace I'll be offering. This is glass seed bead and crystal. Look, you might not wear it together, but if you want to, rock it out. Why not? You know? So just happen to have that there. Okay. You had to zoom in. Oh, sorry. All right, what else we got? I have, okay, let me switch gears a little bit. Let's see. I have a Coral Pegasus set. Signed Coral Pegasus. Let me show you. It's on the baggie here. I have the clip earrings along with the brooch. Coral Pegasus. Beautiful Coral Pegasus. Okay. Put that back in there. So what did everybody do for New Year's? Everybody have a good, everybody just kind of stay in, or did you go out? What did y'all do? Look at this. Now, when I picked this one up, I wanted to show you this because I wasn't sure. This one, of course, is a necklace, of course. It has, let's see, did I have the necklace? It's a silver tone clasp, and not sterling. Okay, it's a slot clasp. But I picked this one up not knowing. It's hard to tell sometimes you're out in the wild. I didn't care because look at the cuts of this. This is glass. I thought it could have possibly been rock crystal quartz, but this is glass. But look at this. It's 16.5 inches long. And I want to feast your eyes on the rondelles and these shape of these crystal that they used in this. It's absolutely fabulous. I mean, and the more it kind of gets on your neck, it will kind of lay, more. But look at that. And they're so I don't know. I knew I had to have it because when you find the rondelles in old glass pieces like that, it's just something special about it, and it draws your eye a little bit in. And I don't think I have any rock crystal at this time, but again, I find things that kind of I would be proud to wear if you're out and about, just something that's unusual. The cuts of the stones, look at it from the side. Look at how that. So I don't know. That's what I do. I shop for things, and I think that most of my clients that are here, you guys know what you like. You tell me what you're looking for. I'll have a lot of things for you guys. So, and like I said, this is just a few. I have like 5 trays. We'll have now rings. Let me show you this. I will have some new rings for you guys. I will have some pendants. Like this one is very cute for all my shoppers. If you love purses, isn't this cute? It's a sterling silver purse pendant, or it'll be a pendant because you put a chain through it. This opens. Isn't this cute? And I think I have this is the larger one. I also have a smaller one. Hold on. Oh yeah, so I have that big one, and then I have this one. This is smaller. This is technically a charm, I think, because it has a little hook. I don't know why they put a hook on it, and here's a little bag purse. And this opens too. Isn't that cute? A little purse charm, all sterling. Here's the back. So you need a purse in your life. I will have a couple purse charms for you. purse pendants, I should say. So yeah. So that gives you kind of an insight. I will go through a lot here. There's just so much to get to. I'm not gonna have time to, I've been on here almost an hour. I don't want to spend so much on here that doesn't give other sellers an opportunity. I've missed you guys so much. Let me just see if there's anything else I just want to end on just to show you. But I have lots of pendants if you're looking for sterling pendants. Okay, let me just see if there's anything else. Sterling, what's this? Okay, 2 more things and I will sign off with you guys. Okay, I just happen to look through here. Am I missing anything? Hi, Sarah. How are you? Good to see you. We're just having fun and having a chit chat, and basically a preview of what's going to be coming up for Sunday for me. I knew a lot of people are coming on tonight and then Saturday too, so I figured I'd come on now. This is unusual. This is sterling silver inlay stone, natural color. I think this is some type of, it is inlay. Now it's unusual to find like this natural kind of a beigey color. I think it's some type of ground jasper or something that's in here, but it's all inlay with sterling silver scrolls on it. It's 15 inches long. It is signed by the artist. Let me show you. So it has the hook. And then here is the mark. Oh, let me go this way. Sorry. I'm trying to show you guys can read it. So it says 925. And it says FC Nala Guadalupe. That's what it says. Nala Guadalupe. I think Nala Guadalupe is an artist. And I just thought it was unusual because I'm sure you guys have gone to many channels and over the course of looking at different things online. A lot of times you find the inlay turquoise or crushed turquoise, or you find this. This is kind of unusual for me, but I thought that this is something you could wear with any outfit. It's kind of, again, it's neutral, but it gives you that flair of Mexican quality, you know? And I thought this is 32.11 grams and it's 15 inches long. Look at that. Beautiful. The links are all the way around. All right. And then the last thing I'll show, at least for today, like I said, I've got lots. I didn't even, again, hang with me, guys. You know, I've been busy. I'm going to show you this. This is Vendome, signed Vendome. And you just remember, I just showed you that glass necklace not too long ago. This is unusual. Let me get this on here. And what's unusual about this particular necklace is, I think I have this twisted. Let's see, hold on. I didn't get this twisted. Yeah, mi uno momento. I think I got it twisted. Is the glass, how they did this, they call it, let me explain it. They call it and they actually have a name for it. The black gunmetal clear silver tone. I'm going to show you two like this. Maybe off the black bust might be better. See how they have the black silver tone necklace and has it with the crystal with the silver coating on the glass. Usually find the AB. There's more of a silver overtone to the glass. This is 1960s. This is actually a very rare piece. It is signed right here, Vendome. On the back. Let's see if I can get this for you. Vendome right there. So, and there's a little hook clasp, but isn't it beautiful? I just thought it was very, and it's glitzy in person. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but this is very glitzy necklace, but in a way that it looks very chic. Sometimes you can get blingy necklaces. You want the bling sometimes, but this is more of a refined bling. I guess is what I can explain it. So very rare piece, Vendome, 16.5 inches long, double strand. I will have a lot more things. Again, I've been on here for about an hour. I usually just come on usually for about a good 30 to 45 minutes, but it ended up being that I haven't seen you guys in a while. Let me move over a little bit more. I highly encourage you guys, if you haven't registered with me, please send us your information to jensgemsfinds@gmail.com. Is it black beads too? No, it's just the coating, Sarah. Let me show it to you. What you're looking at is the sorry, a second. My camera has a moment with looking at it. It has the black caps on it. So it's silvery with some clear, but it's the way that they did the patina on the metal, and then some of the beads have this silver overtone to it. So it's really unusual, and it's double strand. Look, I could rock this with my sweater right now. That's so cool. It's a very beautiful necklace. Vendome, I mean, that's quality. You guys all know. If you haven't heard of Vendome, it's a nice jewelry company. But yes, if you have not registered with my channel, please do so prior to Sunday. If you have any questions about anything that you saw, please send me an email. Again, how I work at my channel, if you can't physically be here Sunday and you're interested in something, you can always leave me a silent high bid for that item. I will give you the information on the item. You can leave me. So for example, if something starts out at $50, you want to say, Jenny, I like the item. Can you bid on my behalf to $80? I will say to everybody in the chat, I have a silent bidder on this chat. I'm not going to tell them what your high bid is right out of the gate. I just know what your bid is when I have it written down for you. And then I will bid in increments. How I do my increments is $1 up to $20. After $20, it's $2 increments. Once I hit 50, it's $5 and above. And that's it. So, I mean, so you give you an idea of how many bids you could get in with that, what you wanted to do. So I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to answer any questions you may have. Again, I wanted to wish everyone a happy new year. And I hope all of you are well and healthy, and I wish you health and happiness in 2026. And yeah, and again, like I said, I literally just showed you the tip of the iceberg. I've been busy for the last month. I did that on purpose. Again, it gave us time to relax and rejuvenate, but also the fact that when I started in January, that I wouldn't be trying to catch up. So again, I didn't even probably show you. I bought 120 pairs of sterling earrings that I've got 80 of them done. I still got another 40 to do. So those I haven't even touched on that. So I mean, if you're looking for something, I probably have it here. And again, if you've seen something either on my previous shows, my gold, anything on my back set, the last time I did my clear out sale on December 3rd, was it the 3rd? I think it was in December, was my last show. I had I had 8 new subscribers that show. We had a phenomenal 2025. We couldn't do this without all of you. So I am just so happy. And for me, that was made me excited to go out and shop for really some new things for you guys. So I hope to see you guys Sunday. If you haven't hit the thumbs up on this live right now, that little thumbs up on the top of the screen, please hit that little thumbs up. And we'll have some fun come Sunday, okay? I think that's pretty much it. Unless you guys got any questions. So, but that's how we do it. So if you see something, if you want to go through my old videos, if there's something you see, anything that feature right back here, these are all things I've shown. You can tell me, Jenny, how much is such and such back here, or tell me something you want to watch a video. You can claim the items I've shown. The only thing in the ones I showed you today, those have to come up in the auction block come Sunday. So that's the only rule. And then here's the deal. If I show something on the show, like, let me just take this for example. Let me just use an item. Let's say on some Sunday, I'm going to show you this piece. Okay. And I'll tell you everything about this necklace. Okay. If I end up passing it, nobody buys it, you can claim it. Literally send my husband, Joe, an email to jensgemsfinds@gmail.com at the time of that program while I'm actually live, and claim the item. So the only rule I have is it comes up in the auction block. If I don't have any bids on it, I pass it. And then it's a first come, first serve. So what that means is anything that you're seeing in the back are all things I've already previously shown on my shows. And if you're interested or been on the fence about something, just send me an email and we'll chat. And then I can put it aside for you and I'll invoice you come Wednesday morning. Very simple. So I wanted to wish you guys a wonderful evening. I know, let's see, what is today? Today is the 1st. And as Bruce and Dennis are coming on, I believe, they come on at 6, right? I think I'm on Central Time. They're on East Coast. I think they come on at 6. And then Kirsten, my friend Kirsten Red Resale will be on tonight. And then, of course, my other dear friend T will be on Saturday with her husband Lee. And then I'll come on Sunday. So I wanted to wish you guys a wonderful evening. Thank you for your attention and your support of the channel. And as I say many times, just pay it forward and love each other and have a good night. Okay? Hugs and kisses all around all of you guys. Have a wonderful night. Take care. Thanks, Leonore, for your help as well, my dear.